This is Wrestle MSX and welcome to the Musings of Raw and Smackdown, where we'll be taking a look at this past week in WWE.
Hello, I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
So, SmackDown last week. The Wyatt 6 didn't face Fraxium, which I suggested they would. Or DIY, or the Profits for that matter. Instead, they're just going straight for the tag titles on this week's SmackDown.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll win, to be honest with you.
Do you?
I mean, why just go, hey, why not have a title shot? They've not even worked through the rest of the teams, which I can't understand.
Do-dos.
Yeah, I mean, so they faced, as we say, Motor City Machine Guns. They beat them. Okay, no problem. Wasn't a smooth match by Wyatt 6, especially Dexter Loomis. Okay, he's not been in the ring for a while, but we don't know if he's not been practicing. If you haven't, why not? That's your job. That's what you do. Go practice in the ring. Backstage somewhere, or, in your performance centre. Go and practice. But why are they not facing anybody else? Why is it just straight in with a title shot? It feels a bit rushed.
The others wouldn't get that, would they? So.
No, you'd have to work through the other teams. This feels rushed. That's why I think they're going to win. Why give them this shot and then just go, oh, you've lost?
Yeah.
That's why I think they'll win.
Okay.
What do you think? Whether they'll win or lose?
I did notice that Orton mentioned that he wanted to become 15-time world champion again, which bit interesting.
We have picked up on this, haven't we? He does keep saying it.
It's been a few times. It's not just him. I think there was someone else as well.
Yes, somebody else has. Was it Rhodes? Or was it Punk? No, Cena may have mentioned it, but somebody else has mentioned it 15 times. I mean, he's had years to mention this.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he's mentioning it more often than not.
So, watch out.
Yes.
Go check out our
my
theories.
Theory.
The Cena theories.
Yes.
And you'll know what we're on about.
Yes. Well, he does say it, but yeah.
Jimmy also came out for the save for Jacob as well.
Yes, interesting.
I mean, I thought it was a bit odd. Because obviously they've...
Not really pals.
No, they've not seen...
Both Samoan.
Eye to eye. They're both bloodline.
Yes.
So, are they going to be pals? Is he going to come out and help Jacob if, JC comes out at the match at Night of Champions when he's against Solo?
Against Solo, just to even up the odds. Jimmy comes out to help Jacob.
I mean, JC will probably come out with Solo anyway.
Yeah, possibly.
And then if he gets involved.
I mean, as far as we're aware, Solo versus Jacob is a straight match. So JC can't really get involved. I mean, of course the referee's going to get distracted. But, yeah, it'd be interesting.
If anything does happen, if he comes out.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Anyway, Knight was absolutely destroyed by Bron Bronson. More to the point, Reed with 3 tsunamis. And then as we later found out on Raw just gone, he's out indefinitely. Which is a shame because he's not quite the MVP of SmackDown, but Knight is an integral part of SmackDown just as much as Morgan is an integral part of Raw, and she's out. So to lose, especially Knight, I mean, we don't know. He probably just needs a bit of time off. But to lose your MVPs, it's a bit of a blow. I feel. What I did find interesting was Flair and Bliss teaming up. Well, maybe seeing as Bliss saved Flair from an ass whooping after a match against Green. Also, side note. We all saw Piper Niven just about snap Flair's leg when she sent on her. So maybe next time, Piper, if you're listening, instead of doing that and having no control whatsoever on where you're going or what you're going to land on when you're sent on, why not go for an elbow drop around the head area? You'd have more control and you'd be able to manipulate your body, protecting your opponent accordingly.
Yeah.
Sentoning has no control. You can't soften the blow.
No.
There's nothing you can, once you're up, that's it. I hope Flair, I really do. I'm not keen on how Flair came back, but I really hopes that she tore a new one back in the locker room on Niven, because that could have ruined her career.
Yeah, for it to be...
Couldn't it?
Because
especially the way the knee and the ankle buckled. Yeah, and I think it was that knee. But the way the knee and that ankle buckled from Piper, I mean, I think the idea of the senton is you don't actually land on them. You kind of miss them
Yeah.
and sort of land slightly
With
on the
like a
mat.
base. Yeah.
On the mat. And like, oh, I've squashed you. But she was like, no, I'm just going to smash it. And the way her Flair's knee and ankle buckled...
Did not good.
No, it didn't. So just an elbow. Because it did the same effect.
Yeah, yeah.
Shatter in the figure eight.
Still breaking
drop the elbow. You're breaking the pin attempt.
Yeah.
Or cover, whatever you need to do. Or the submission. Gets the same result. But the senton... Especially somebody of that size, you've got no control when you're coming down, and that could have done some serious damage, which is not good. But on another side note, B5 Meechin, looking like they're going for the women's tag titles.
Yeah.
I mean, they do need to do something with now that Liv's out. You can't just have the women's tag titles hanging around doing nothing.
Yeah.
And if Liv's going to be out for months with a shoulder injury, sorry, you're going to say that? Sorry.
No.
Then, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking is because of obviously Balor being the little deviant that he is.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing possibly Perez in.
I thought that, especially with the way Raw panned out.
Because I think there was a time when, it was when he was talking to Dom. He was like, "Oh, Dom, Roxanne's got a match."
Wish her luck.
And he's like, again with that little cheesy grin, so funny.
He is funny. He's taking over the Morgan role and just being the MVP of that at the moment.
So I can see him trying to get Perez and because Rodriguez did, not to spoil anything,
on Raw.
Perez and Rodriguez kind of.
Well, Perez helped Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I can't understand why Perez wouldn't step in for Morgan.
Yeah.
Because Naomi did
we've had that
with
Belair
when.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not
Cargill was
unheard
injured,
of.
and they weren't even in the same faction. They were just mates,
pals.
just pals. So
Yeah.
why not? So you got Perez and Rodriguez in the same faction
That's
with
it.
the tag belts. Why not just get her to step in? Because I mean, they could do that.
Because I think they've done something like that when they've had a group of people.
And I think they'll lose. And then they'll blame one another.
Yeah.
You're not on about like Freebirds.
No. I think I was thinking of like New Day.
A bit.
They wouldn't always have the same two.
Yeah, I think that was the same thing. I don't know. Freebirds are a long time ago.
Yeah, before me.
Like way
long
back.
time ago.
And I think they introduced. I think I'm wrong. I don't know, but I'm sure they introduced there's three of you, but you kind of share.
Yeah. They all shared it. And it wasn't always the same two.
No.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, which I think I am, then let me know. But I don't know. I'd have to do a bit of research on that. That's going a long time back.
Yes. Anyway, let's head on to Raw. And we had Becky Lynch retaining her IC title against Bayley via DQ because Lyra intervened, which you think will end up as a triple threat for the IC belt at Evolution that is coming up.
And
which it would nicely go into that, to be fair. It could easily
just keep it going for a few more weeks. I mean, when is it?
Exactly. Because if you just come out next week just moaning at each other and then it could be made. And it's not too long.
Yeah, no, it's not. I think
it's only a couple of weeks or
so.
so.
If that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why not?
We've already mentioned Knight's injury and him being out for a while. We also had Cargill progressing to the final of the Queen of the Ring. So she'll be taking on Asuka.
Yes, that'll be interesting. Tough one to call.
Yeah. Because very different.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think Asuka's a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I think Cargill's still relatively new to it.
Yeah, well, but she was in that other company for a long time.
Yes.
It's not like she's new.
Yeah, I know, but even to that, I think she was very new.
Oh yeah, of course she was.
I think it's
just about planning your matches and going through a few things. I mean, not planning your matches because it's all.
What do you mean?
Done on the fly. But yeah, we mentioned Knight again because obviously that's on Raw. We found out at the start because Seth came out and said, "Oh, he's got a dislocated. No, he's not broken his ribs, but he's got something, some rib separation of something, or
definitely some bruising."
Anyway, he's out. He's out. And then obviously we had Rhodes beating Jay in the men's semi-final of the King of the Ring. The final being between Rhodes and Orton. So we know that one of them will be facing off against Cena at SummerSlam as they both SmackDown. And we know it'll be Cena because he ain't losing to Punk in Saudi. Well, I don't think he will anyway. No. I'm spoiling my own predictions there. Shh. I can't see Cena losing there.
Fair point.
I mean, what if he loses? Then what's it good? He's going to have to fight him again because he wants to take the title home with him.
Exactly.
Then we've got Cena and Punk again.
Again.
Even though it's been advertised as last time. Everybody's last time.
Exactly. Well, it could be. You never know.
No, it won't be. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be against Punk. He'll have a holiday after this.
Yeah, definitely a few weeks. I did find that a lot of Raw was advertising for Night of Champions.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it, really?
And we did have a couple of matches made for it as well. So we had Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. Out of literally nowhere. And Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Yeah, well, that was bubbling up.
It was bubbling up, but I didn't
Ring,
think it would be at Night of Champions. I thought that'd just be a little Raw match at some point.
Yeah, and see, we've lost the men's Intercontinental match because Dom's injured.
Some kind of injured.
We don't. Yeah, so he won't be going against AJ Styles, or they won't be fighting for the title. We've not looked into why Dom's injured. He's injured. We just take it as that. You know, we don't need to start. Oh, why is he injured? He's injured. Let's just let it slide. We don't need to know all the gory details. So
yeah,
I don't know.
We did also find out that Gunther versus Goldberg at Saturday night's main event will be for the title.
Which got me to thinking.
Oh God.
I'm wondering if Jay lost the title to Gunther on Raw, so Goldberg could beat Gunther at Saturday night's main event and then rematch at SummerSlam, which is literally like 2 or 3 weeks later. And then Gunther win the title back and then retire Goldberg.
That is literally out of nowhere.
Because you've got so alright, Gunther's going to win. Okay,
saying,
great.
Yeah.
So retirement match, Gunther wins. Right, see you later, Goldberg. And then you've got to find someone to face off against Gunther. Yes, I'm sure you can, but all of a sudden, all it's going to be is Goldberg and Gunther for the next couple of weeks. If Goldberg it does turn up, or Gunther coming out saying I'm going to smash you, Goldberg, blah blah blah. So that's it for a couple of weeks. Then I think is it 12th of July, Saturday night's main event.
12th or the 14th.
And then you've got the 2nd and the 3rd of August is SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 or 3 weeks to get a quick build of somebody facing off. Because it's not going to be
nothing has to happen in between,
it's not going to be the winner from King of the Ring because they're both SmackDown.
Exactly. Yeah. I was
So
just say that.
neither of them two are facing Goldberg.
No.
You slipped up there wrestling, didn't you? WWE. You should have had a Raw and a SmackDown person, but you've got both SmackDown.
Then you want to come up with these crazy theories.
So now we're going straight to SmackDown. So what's Gunther going to do? He's got to do a build. Not saying they can't, because somebody like Punk did with Cena, or in a match, Cena's like, okay, you don't deserve it. You've not beaten everybody. Oh no, that's right. You can just have a match. So I don't know. I've got because why not? If Gunther can win the title on Raw off Jay, which is not a super show, or it's not a PPE, PPV, whatever the PLE. It's not that. It will be. So I've got a feeling. I'm wondering if Goldberg will beat Gunther, and then you can have that another couple of weeks build, and then Gunther will be like, "Oh, I'm coming for you. I'm going to get the belt.
Yeah.
Pick up the belt. Retire Goldberg as well. It doesn't matter if he has another title, and it's the title he kind of held."
Yes.
Way back when. It's not the WWE Championship, it's big gold, isn't it?
Big gold, yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Let him have it.
That. Yeah.
Didn't know he was 58 though.
Yeah. Cracking on a bit.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Anyway.
That's different. I like it.
There's no reason why he can't win it.
I just can't see him.
No, I agree. But there's no reason why he couldn't have it. Because then Gunther would be like, oh, I can't believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if Jay still held it...
Because you wouldn't even need...
You wouldn't have... Because Goldberg beating Jay, for argument's sake, not that he would face him, but Goldberg beating Jay for it, if he wanted a retirement match, it's like, well, Jay ain't losing.
Yeah.
It's good guy versus good guy. Whereas good guy, heel versus face.
Yeah.
Why not let Goldberg win it? Just for a bit of fun. Just be like, oh, wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it draw you in again.
Yeah.
And that's what you need sometimes. Because otherwise it's just, Goldberg's going to win. Gunther's going to win. Like when he went against Pat McAfee.
Oh, that was, exactly.
Like Pat was going to win.
Exactly.
And he nearly beat him, Pat. So Goldberg should batter him, shouldn't he?
Yeah, true. He said nothing. He wouldn't really do anything in between. He can come
No.
out on the Raw after.
Yeah, he could even do it from home.
Ha ha ha! I won. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think the one after he'd have to come out.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fair
enough. And then
enough.
after that, it could just be Gunther.
Just phoning in sick.
Just Gunther
giving
ranting off.
Yeah, exactly.
I want a match, and then it's just being set. And
why
then
not?
It's just
because it's as it's been said, and I've said before, SummerSlam is the WrestleMania of the summer.
Yeah.
So why not give Goldberg that one last blow? Because he was a big name. There's no question about that. He was a big name back in the day. Let him have that one big final shot.
Yeah.
It's a real main of one of the big ones.
Yeah.
The top 4, and then he loses, retires. That's it. Nice.
We've
written that for us. Call us.
I know, yeah.
I know.
You have far too much spare time.
I know.
Anyway, let's head on to SmackDown, and it's going to be a busy one this week.
Oh, needs its own predictions this is, doesn't it?
Stratton has a last one standing match against Nia Jax with the title on the line. We also have Zelina Vega defending her US Championship against Guilia. And then, as we've already said, the Wyatts take on the Street Profits for the Tag Team Championships as well. I mean, that's a pretty stacked show. But fingers crossed, it's the last 3 hour one. Please.
Yeah, it does drag a little bit sometimes.
I mean, it sounds good, to be fair.
Oh yeah,
because
you got three titles on the line.
Exactly,
Why wouldn't it? And then the entrances will take about 3 hours. No, about half an hour each.
Easy.
But yeah, I'm just going to do a quick predictions.
Okay.
I think Stratton, easy. Well, she ain't going to lose to Jax.
Yeah.
The Wyatt, I do think the Wyatts will. Why are you putting them straight in there for a title match? So they lose to the Profits, then where do they go? They ain't going to go back to the bottom and fight Motor City Machine Guns, then they'll go against Fraction. But I do think they will beat Street Profits. And then Guilia against Vega. Yeah, I think Julia's going to win.
I could see Julia winning.
Vega's had it for a while. Why not give it to Julia? See what she can do with it.
Exactly.
Newbie coming from NXT. Let her have a go. See what she can do with it.
It's not. There's a lot straight for the main title.
No, and there's lots of raving about her.
Yeah.
Give her the title. Let's see what she can do with it.
Yeah. Nice.
What do you think? Okay, yeah, interesting. You think the same or?
I agree with Stratton.
She ain't losing yet.
No. And Julia. Let's say I can definitely see her winning. I'm just unsure, but I get why you're saying.
You don't get a title shot like that.
Exactly.
And then lose.
But then what are they going to do?
Have the belts. Come out and morally correct people like they have been doing.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm going to go Profits.
Okay. So, well, if you disagree with that, like I do, then let us know in the comments down below.
Go check out our review of Raw from Monday or last week's Musings.
Thank you again for watching, if you did watch.
And we'll see you Thursday for our Night of Champions predictions and his Wild Wild Austins.
Austins?
Theories.
Nice.